Hello everyone, it's Eliza McNamara here to talk to you today about the importance of meditation. See, in this day and age, in this society, we're constantly going, we're constantly on the go, and we don't stop. We don't give ourselves a chance to just think and stop and not do anything. Generally speaking, this is the way most people live in Western society. And it's really not good for our health, because when you're going a million miles an hour, it's very difficult to focus on what you need to do. It's very difficult to actually really get anything done properly, because most of us have divided attention. So, we might be on our email whilst we're doing a website, whilst we're talking to someone on the phone, there's so many things happening, and we're often rushing as well. And this doesn't allow our brain time to rejuvenate and recuperate and relax. So it's just like your body needs sleep in order to function, your brain needs to switch off and not do anything in order to be functioning at its optimal level. And for instance, in places like New York or London or Tokyo, things are moving so fast and there's constantly noise going that even when people are on their own, even when people are at home, they tend to put the radio on and put the television on because they can't handle silence. Because what happens is, when you go into silence, when you allow yourself to just switch off, initially, if you're aware of this, you have this inner turbulence that drives you completely mad for half an hour or a day or 2 days or a week, depending on how much crap you've got in your head and how long it's been since you allowed yourself to just be silent and be still. But if you work through this and you come out on the other side, it's like you come out to this space of just feeling so clear about everything. And a lot of people are confused about where their life's headed and what they're doing and just about things in general. And the reason for this is they haven't given themselves time and space to just think and just be and just enjoy nature. And I've been relaxing and switching off the past couple of days, and I feel so much more relaxed. I feel so much more normal. And this is the way we were meant to be. Years ago, this is the way we were. We were like this. Our lives were like this. We would hunt for our food and we would live off the land, and there was no television and there was no radio. These things didn't exist. But now it's almost as if we've become addicted to them, and most people are not able to go for a day without watching television or listening to the radio or constantly doing something. And it's okay, it's good to be busy and it's good to be productive and it's good to produce results, but you produce more results if you allow yourself, you allow your brain to switch off. Because I think most people have something that's secretly bothering them. And because there's something that's secretly bothering them, they've got to have something going, whether it's television or the radio or pointless, useless, uninteresting conversations. There's just something. They've got to have something going, and they're not able to just stop. And some people are so full of inner turbulence that they can't even sit down and read a book. They're that full of stuff. And it's not complicated. You don't need to go on holiday to do this. You don't need to go anywhere. You can just do it in your bedroom. And if you live somewhere that's noisy, New York or London or Sydney or wherever, then obviously you can use some kind of music, whether it's classical or binaural beats or optimization, just something that will enable you to block out the background noise. Because a lot of people think that in order to meditate, they have to switch off all of their thoughts, and they have to, in order to be meditating properly, have no thoughts. For most people, that's completely impossible. You have to be like a Buddhist monk, I reckon, to be at that level continuously. You might get that every once in a while if you go on a really long holiday, but I think most people are probably not going to attain that thoughtlessness, of not having any thoughts for more than maybe, I don't know, a minute, if they're lucky. Because, we're human, and the society we live in makes it very difficult to achieve that state of mind unless you're a Buddhist monk or you're really, really committed to meditating a lot. But you don't need to reach that level of meditation. You don't need to be like a super monk or a Buddhist or whatever. It's not necessary. You don't even need to do it every single day. It's good if you do it every day. It's fantastic if you do it every day. But what a lot of people recommend is that you just do it when you can. And, there's like, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, I don't have time. And then they do have time to watch, I don't know, some TV show or something. Or, something which is obviously not that important. So it's all about making things a priority as well. And you've got to work out where your priorities are. And you've got to fix your pain and pleasure associations as well. Because if your pain and pleasure associations are firmly connected to something which stops you from meditating, then obviously you're going to have to fix those in order to be motivated enough to meditate.